Hi. Hi, welcome to Brunch with Beethoven with Bryon Mogul. I'll be doing just my neoclassical stuff, the best of it, in a short set, about 40 minutes. If this is a replay, just to give you a heads up, all the videos that Facebook has of mine and of any band I've done will be disappearing within 30 days, actually within 26 days from now. I'm trying to save what I can. If you want to see old ones, then you might want to call my attention to it specifically. Like if your band played and I live streamed you and it's the only one you got, you might want me to save it. I can't possibly go through all of them. I'm going to miss a lot of my own. I don't like what Facebook's done. I understand it though. There are more people using Facebook than are living in China or India, but not combined. But there's over 1 billion users, which is 3 times what we have in the United States, and it's hard to complain because it's free. On top of that, they don't give you an option to even buy it back. Although that would be a fitting a solution. Anyway, I'm going to be starting out with most of these are originals that have been infused into classical riffs that you recognize, and some of them are more true to the actual song. I don't have all of it on here. I couldn't. My entire library of neoclassical is about 90 minutes and includes some Christmas carols and other things. So I didn't think that was necessary right now. I just wanted to get through all. For those of you who only see me live and see this, you probably know that you don't get to hear much of this live. Although I'll be doing a few on every show, and I'll be doing some solo shows where I'll be doing most of it. That hasn't been true up till now. All right, here we go. Thanks for watching. I hope this is working out. This is actually my welcome music. I'm not doing this song. called Henry V. I believe this next one is a Hall of the Mountain King, originally named Symmetry and Chaos, which is just a song without that riff. You can check it out. And while it's queuing up, I want to let you know that I'm playing Saturday. There are shows all week long. Starting on Wednesday, there's at the Blues. There's open mic night with some really great guitar players. You can check it out. I'm there Saturday with Sectus and Secrets of Lost Empires and Tyrannosaurus Bex, or it's actually T-Bex and the Velociraptors now. That was Hall of the Mountain King. Hector, you can catch 24 Thorns, his band, on Saturday, the 15th, I believe, up at the 44, and then hurry right back down to the Blues. I don't know what's on their plane, but he'll let you know. Thank you for watching, Hector. For my quick mind, I would have screwed that up entirely, but it worked out. This is unusual for me to play the song. Like I said, I don't play it very often. I'm not sure what this next one is. That was Bad Near by Bach. This is an original called the Decameron. that was the Cameron, and actually, never mind. It was my pick that made that mistake, not me. I made mistakes today, but the eh, don't ever switch your picks. If you have a good pick, that's a green hard Dunlop for me, and I shave down the end and make that pip like a yellow, like a medium. And I got these knockoff ones that are by Ernie Ball, which just don't support the kind of playing I do. And I don't need to relearn. I just need to buy the other picks. those songs for you. And a genuine pleasure, actually. I don't get to play just that too often, and that's what got people's attention in the first place. As a matter of fact, I think the first time I did a show solo was I had one of those songs. It was Moonlight Sonata that I composed on this guitar with an ebow and a Casio organ, which is under Jennifer's bed right now, our bed right now, and it was a pretty horrible track. And what you're hearing now is actually that same track that I refined and poked in. I just thought it was bad luck to throw the track out, so I kept it. I do this a lot. Some of my other songs that are heavier songs, you won't notice it as much, but these are like they're clear instruments, right? And then you're putting a distorted guitar over it. The rest of my music is distorted instruments with a clean guitar. Believe it or not, I use no effects at all. I plug directly into this, right where you see it, and I will be using effects. I have a box of them. I just every time I plug one in, I think of what Pat Travers told me at a clinic, which was the more of those you use, the more quarter-inch jacks are going to go bad. And sooner or later, you'll have a pedal like all these other motherfuckers, and you'll have 20 bad chords in one night. It can happen. I've seen it happen. I've seen chords go bad the first time. And you know who Pat Travers is, but most of the guitar players do. Um, uh, Maybe you might take this is that he did use pedals, but he didn't use too many of them. He also he wore glasses, and he didn't like wearing them, and he wore a eyeglass that was hanging around his neck that everybody thought was some kind of amulet, but it was actually so he could he could read little details or intonate his guitar, is what he told me. Pat Travers, you might know him from Boom Boom Out Goes the Lights. Blues guitar player. I used to play with Pat Thrall a lot. Both of them are extraordinary players. I don't know what he's doing these days, and he doesn't know what I'm doing either, so we're even. All right, so thank you for watching, and it's been a rush, and I need to practice those a little bit more. I should have been on top of them, but I think that overall they were a pretty good run. If you like it, you can come back on Monday, Wednesday, and sometimes Fridays. At around 7 o'clock. On Fridays, I do 4:20 sometimes, too. Now, you don't need to follow me to do that, even. You just need to push this button that says notify me when Bryon goes live again, which you'll see at the end of this broadcast. So if you haven't found it by then just go looking for me around those times. You'll always find me. I haven't missed many. This is, I don't remember exactly. I have to go to YouTube because the last ones are on there. This is around 900, this episode. So if it's not 900, I'll make a big deal about 900 on the next one. But otherwise, I'm looking for 1,000 because that's really what I want to do. And it takes a while to make 1,000 shows. I mean, even at 3 days a week, I started this out at 5 days a week, or really 7, and then went to 5, and then went to 3. And I was finding out back then that all my views would total up the same, regardless of how many I did. So what I was doing is I had a small body of people I was playing to, and they would only give you a certain amount of time, like anybody does on Facebook. Now, through the advice of friends and experience, I have a lot of followers, and most of you don't even know I play this kind of stuff because you've heard other stuff mainly. So come out on Saturday, you'll hear some other stuff, including vocals on these songs, where Emily Rachel Calvis, an opera singer, technically a beautiful singer no matter what, and a beautiful, beautiful singer. She's got perfect pitch, and she likes more guitar in her music than any singer I've ever met. And she just wants me to keep soloing. She wants me to solo over her voice. I won't do that, but it's great to have somebody like that. And she comes from a long distance to do these shows now. And it's her birthday on Saturday. So the bill opens up with Gordon Circle at 7. At 8 o'clock, it's T-Bex and the Velocirockers, and I understand that me and Emily are going to join them on their last song. And then it's us. And we're going to have a movie, but with all that moving around, I'm not sure it's really good because I want to make sure Sextus gets their spot at 10 o'clock promptly. And they're playing at 10. And then One of my very favorite, my favorite doomed bands ever, but one of my very favorite bands with some of my favorite people is Secrets of Lost Empires, and bring some money because they got some really cool merch you'll want to buy. Everything they do is a work of art. And that's Jeremy Niffen on bass, by the way. He's the Cinderella story that from Torso that he joined the band without knowing how to play Torso, and then he left. He hasn't left. He's going to stay with them probably for life, but he's as good as anybody they could ever have gotten since because the guy's just an animal on bass, and he looks good, and he's got a lot of character too. I like the guy. Anyway, keep it down out there. You know what I mean? Some of us are nervous about Social Security anyway without all this going on. But I do have an explanation of what's going on with that. But I'm not going to talk about it now. You'll need to go to my other page, Bryon the Politician, and it's called, what was it called? The Politician page? I don't know. I was going to run for Congress at one point, and Jennifer forbid it. And I said, so what? And she said, well, you're not going to be living with me. And I said, oh, so I'm not running for Congress. And then, so she has a lot of influence over me that way. But she only exerts it when it's a bad song or stuff like that that puts me in harm's way. We don't need no assassinations of shred guitarists. We have very few of us left. And speaking of that, May 17th is the Face Melter Jam. You're going to see all the good guitarists from the Valley gathering under one roof, probably disabling 10 bands. But there's a couple of those bands are playing too. All those bands could play. We don't know for sure. Everybody from Jeremy Poole and Infamous Demise to George Harlan, from Timer 21 to Ben Ivy of Lost Dutchman to just one after the other. It's a great time. It's not a competition. Nobody wins. Everybody wins, really, because they all do 20 minutes of what they normally don't do in their bands, right? So some bands get up there, they always want to come so they can push the band. And as long as they do the heaviest guitar songs, I don't mind that. But, I haven't not invited anybody back yet. This is a chance for us to show off our side projects, our skills that you don't get to hear during our regular shows. And there's a lot of new faces this year, and a lot of regular ones too, a lot of people you know. So come on out. That's on the, I haven't even named the event yet. And between here and then, we have other events, but that's enough for you to remember. Thank you for watching. This really helps. It helps me to play it, and it helps people to hear it sometimes. All right, be peaceful.